Hello, I'm Travis,
And I'm James.
and this is Monday Coffee Show. This week, we're going to be talking about some movie trailers for movies that are going to be coming out this coming Friday. We looked at 6 different trailers, and some were much better than we expected, and some were exactly what we expected, and some were just not interested in it at all. And this is what happens. This is the world of movie trailers. So
First one was 50 Shades Darker. I will be going to see it. I've read the first 2 books. I started reading the third one. Not going to lie. It looks a little interesting. I just hope that they don't leave out a lot of stuff like they did in the first movie.
it's inevitable. book to movie transition is always a transition of smaller. I probably won't. I'm pretty not into the whole 50 Shades thing. I've got some issues that mostly in the realm of abuse is not equivalent with BDSM, nor is the opposite true. And I've got some issues with that there. But the trailer looked like a movie trailer, and to me looked like what I would expect from 50 Shades, and just wasn't. I don't know. It was funny. They kept trying to do these like sexy things, and I was like, this looks like a perfume commercial. Like it looks about as sexy as a perfume commercial.
Well, I feel like if the books and the movie weren't so heavy on the sex, people wouldn't really want to see it. But I do think outside of that, it's a good story. It's interesting. It kept me hooked throughout the book. Like, 'cause once you get past all the sex scenes, it's like, okay, this is kind of an interesting story. Some suspense, some twist here and there. Not going to spoil anything for those of you who haven't read the books, but I think you should at least read the books. The movies you don't need to see, but I'm going to see the second one, but I think the books are worth reading.
Mm.
And the second trailer was I Am Jane Doe, which was kind of a downer because I was expecting it to be like, what's that movie, Gone Girl?
Yeah, I also was expecting like something where like someone goes missing, and it is like that is what it is. But instead of being like a narrative movie about that, it's a documentary about like children being sold on a website, and like the court case that revolves around that, and like some of the stories that revolve around that. And I think I might go see that because it has me intrigued now. Granted, it is one of those movies that I feel like I'm gonna have to like get ready for, because it's probably going to be hard.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go see it. It's a little, the subject matter for me is a little too dark, and it's being as though it's like a documentary film, so it like really happened. I'm kind of like, don't kind of want to see real things that happen to people like that, because that's like really something that, like in the trailer they said, it hurts like not only the person but the family as well. So that's kind of just like, I don't know.
Yeah. I like documentaries, so apparently. And it looks.
I do too, but it's like it's weird because like I usually watch like documentaries on like psychology and like criminal psychology and things like that, but I think this one might be a little too much for me. Maybe I'll see when it comes out on like DVD or Netflix or whatever, but I don't know. I might have to pass. And the next one was John Wick Chapter 2. I'm just gonna start out saying I'm not going to see it.
I'm probably not going to see it. I didn't see the first one. I did watch a really good video about the first John Wick movie that like contextualized it really well. Movies with Mikey did a really good one, which I feel like you would appreciate the channel if you haven't seen it yet. But they do a really cool video about it. So like understanding the context of what he was saying, it looks interesting, but it's probably something I'll watch later if Netflix, DVDs, something like that. But
I feel like it's one of those movies where people can like describe it to make it seem more interesting than it actually is when you see it. Because I haven't seen the first one either, but the trailer for the second one, I'm just like, pass. Like, and it has Keanu Reeves in it, so I'm just like, it's an automatic no for me. Yeah.
I don't mind Keanu Reeves as much, but that's what I just said is exactly how that works. But it looks like a really fun action movie. So for people who are really into really fun action movies, it looks great. I'm not necessarily, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
And the next one was Kedi, which was surprisingly made me want to see it. I had
This is the best trailer I've seen like in a long time. It's absolutely fascinating. It's cats in Istanbul, Turkey. It's just a documentary about cats. It was really funny because like when we were looking at the things, all of the other movies that we were seeing trailers for had like the title, the rating, and then like cast. This didn't have a cast, and I was like, what is the? It was just a picture of a cat, and I was like, what is this movie? And it's a movie that's just cats. And I'm really hoping that there's no narrator. If there's no narrator, I'm in this. If there's a narrator, that's a little disappointing because I think just seeing cats by themselves would be perfect.
And it sounds weird, like a documentary about cats, but they give each cat like their own like characteristic or personality trait. Like there's one that was like, oh, he's the psycho. The other one was the social butterfly. Another was the player, so I just have to see it to just see how their characteristics play out on screen.
And it actually just like follows them around like you would imagine like a documentary following like different people in different situations around. So to me it looks fascinating, and we both were just like, oh wow, like that is so much better than I thought it was gonna be. I know what I'm doing on Friday.
I honestly pictured it to be kind of like I can't think of any movie off the top of my head, but kind of like how Ted was, where like the teddy bear or whatever was, it was to be like more of a comedy thing. Mm-hmm. But obviously I was wrong. I thought they just were like, oh, we're just not going to reveal the cast yet for some reason, but it was completely
right. Yeah. Okay.
And then the next one was the Lego Batman movie. No.
It was exactly what we expected. It was about Lego Batman.
I won't be seeing that. No, thank you.
I didn't see the first Lego movie. I probably won't see this one, but it looks fun, and it looks like something that kids would really appreciate. I am a big fan of Lego the toy, so I imagine that the movie would be really cool if it's like in the same tone and as good as the first one was.
I'm not really a fan of animated movies that much, but when I do, it's usually like Disney, Pixar. Although they are bastards because they always make you like get all emotional or something in the beginning or at the end because somebody always dies. Like that's not a kid.
Someone has to die.
Like
someone has to die.
Up, that movie, I was so done within the first 5 minutes. I was like, I can't do this.
My uncle took my cousin, who was very small at the time, and was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And he ended up like crying for the first 20 minutes, as we all did.
I was just like, I can't do this. Like I haven't watched it again since the first time watching it. I can't. Nope. Can't.
Yeah.
And the next movie was Stray Bullets.
This looks like a pseudo-thriller action movie. To me, it looked like Reservoir Dogs in a trailer with teens who happen to wander into where the Reservoir Dogs are. That's what it looks like.
And I feel like the title and some like shots that they showed in the trailer, because it's called Stray Bullets, I'm like, oh, they might just be killing innocent people by accident or something. I don't know. But I might go see it if I like look into more background, because this plot wasn't exactly clear. It's just kind of like, okay, in the beginning they showed some guy that got shot in the back of a car, and then all of a sudden it's like kids that just wander onto it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at the official plot on like IMDb or whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. And if it's interesting, I might go see it, but I'm kind of in the middle of if I'm going to go see it or not.
The trailer was okay. It was a pretty standard trailer for a thriller action thing. So unless there's some like big surprise where like, oh, the trailer's this and the movie's this, and I probably won't. It looks like one of those things where I'd forget about it after a while.
Yeah, because I mean the trailer is pretty much just like, oh, it's a trailer, like you said.
Yeah.
It's nothing special about it, so yeah. So out of all of those, or 6 of those, the Kedi movie I'll probably go see, and 50 Shades Darker for me. So
yeah, for me it's the Kedi movie and I Am Jane Doe. Those are my top 2. And obviously we're curious if it's Monday of the week that these movies are coming out. You've probably seen these trailers a bajillion times. They might have actually been the pre-roll before this, or even the post-roll after this video. So let us know what you're going to see, what's going on. Also, Kedi and Kedi's probably going to be just like in like art house theaters, so may not be as widely released, but like I'm gonna see it. We have the Ritz here; they show all the fun foreign movies.
I'm gonna find it somewhere, and if I don't find it, it's gonna be a problem. Or I'll just go to a different city or something.
Yeah, we need the cats. So very cool. Yeah, but let us know like what you are planning to see, and we will let you know in the future what we thought of Kedi, the documentary about cats' lives. Have a good week. Enjoy your coffee.